The brilliance of the Champions League begins in Berlin. It is the 38th European Cup final, but the first of a newly decorated, rebranded UEFA Champions League. It all culminates with a new finalist, Marseille, competing in their first ever Champions League final against the mighty AC Milan. Donadoni scoops it into the centre, seeking out Van Basten. It's intercepted by Desai. Dimeco can't hold his nerve. He's gave it away to Albertini. And there is the opening goal. Donadoni has done it in half a dozen minutes. Milan has soared through Group B and have wasted no time from the jump, grabbing a key head start against the underdogs. Barthez rooted to the spot, blinks, and the ball's in the back of the net. Albertini resisting the urge for the volley, and Van Basten left with very little option at the near post. Keen cross from Angloma, trying to pick out Rudi Voller as it bounces into the grasp of Rossi. Desai is generous of him. He's lent it to Lentini, who sent Van Basten on his way, sealing his second goal in his second European Championship final of the decade. AC Milan are sailing away from Marseille, and the French champions drifting off the waterfall into the rocky river below. Boksic, can he bag the first goal of a fight back? He's pulled it slightly wide. Donadoni to the inviting feet of Massaro. Daniel Massaro guides it with laser precision to the forehead of Van Basten. A brace for Van Basten. Marseille's Champions League final is all but over before the first half is over. At the feet of Abedi Pele. And now Franck Sozzi sounds the alarm, signalling Marseille are here to play. They're very much here, and Sozzi with a saucy strike of the ball, snugly into the top corner. Frank Rijkaard winds one up. Massaro lays it off of Van Basten, seeking a hat-trick. Barthez was wrong-footed. It's a heroic correction of his footwork. Here's an authoritative attack from Angloma. And the last chance of the game becomes sand in the hands of Marseille. First corner of the second half swung in by Albertini. Milan don't mess about. The supporters are only just returning to their seats after the interval, and they've just started engraving AC Milan's name on the big silver cup. Lentini, Milan still coming forward mercilessly. It's cleared away to safety. It's a deep cross, barely kept in, signalling for Rudi Voller. Voller crossing in from the left, misses Giroud, doesn't miss Boksic though. It's another lifeline for Marseille. Well, there's no shortage of goals here in Berlin. Jean-Philippe Giroud couldn't jump high enough. Boksic barely had to leave his feet and let it hit him. Small cross from Boksic, cut out by Costa Curta. Deschamps, and now Giroud! Marseille may have found the magic to conjure up a comeback. The cocky Rossoneri daydreaming about a potential booze up in Berlin. Milan making a mess of their giant lead. Onto the dime of Van Basten. Massaro. Van Basten toe pokes it back to the striker. And it's controlled much better from Barthez. Brought in by Deschamps. Deschamps detonates, but the bombshell's a dud. Just one more goal for Marseille. One more goal and they reset the Rossoneri. Rudi Voller with a rude volley. Rijkaard running it into the corner. Throws caution to the wind. This one last cross and one last chance is whistled away unneeded, and Marseille leave another European Championship final empty-handed. The mighty AC Milan rewrite history. They clinch their 5th European Championship in Marco van Basten's final game. A big moment for the so-called little one. Franco Baresi lifts the big silver cup above his charismatic head. AC Milan are the champions of the first ever Champions League. A historic first ever Champions League final in the now prestigious competition. We all know Milan faced Barcelona the following year in Athens. Will they successfully defend against Romario and Guardiola and co?